she brings something to me. A hurt, a frustration, something I did that upset her. And instead of hearing her experience, I'm protecting myself. Because if I caused her pain, then maybe I'm not the man I think I am. And I can't face that. So I defend, I explain, I prove I'm right. You're no longer listening to her. You're protecting yourself from her reality. And connection dies. Because connection requires accepting her truth. Not your version of it, her truth. And every time you choose to defend instead of understand, the connection slowly deteriorates. Until one day you wake up and she's gone. And you're still defending yourself to a ghost. When things go wrong in the relationship, I don't take responsibility. It's her fault. Her actions, her choices, her sensitivity. If she wasn't so sensitive, I wouldn't have to be careful. If she just listened, everything would be fine. But that's a lie I told myself to stay a victim. Because as long as it's her fault, I don't have to change. Most men stay victims their whole lives because they choose not to take accountability. And she feels the blame. She feels like nothing she does is ever enough because you're always one step away from making her the problem again. If you stay a victim, you stay small. And she can't respect a man who won't own his part. So you lose her. Not because you didn't love her, but because you loved being right more than you loved her. In the moment when things get tense, I lose it. Not violently, but emotionally. I react instead of respond. I'm triggered and I lash out. Say things I don't mean. Create drama that didn't need to exist. And then later, I justify it. You pushed me to react that way. But that's a lie. My emotions are my responsibility, not hers. Regardless of what she does, regardless of what she says, as the man, I have to choose to lead. And leadership means managing yourself first. Your emotions, your reactions, your triggers. Because every time you react instead of respond, you're choosing the moment over the relationship. And she has to walk on eggshells because she never knows which version of you she's going to get. That's not love. That's control through chaos. I give and I wait. Tracking what I've done, what I've sacrificed, expecting her to owe me something back because I showed up. I tried, I gave. So she should give too. That's not love. That's a transaction. And when she doesn't return it the way I wanted, I pull back. I get resentful. I make her feel guilty because love shouldn't have conditions. But my love did. And she could feel every single one of them. This is the umbrella for all of it. Every habit comes back to the same place. Me, my image, my needs, my fear. I'm so focused on protecting myself, proving I'm right, that I completely miss her. I miss what she actually needs. I miss the opportunity to just be with her. Ego doesn't care about connection. Ego cares about being right. About not looking bad, about winning the argument instead of understanding her. Ego is me over we, and relationships can't survive that. But here's what I didn't see for the longest time. These aren't 5 separate habits. They're all the same thing showing up differently. Defensiveness, protecting my image. Blaming is ego, refusing responsibility. Reactivity is unable to manage itself. Entitlement is the ego expecting a return. It's all ego. Me over you. Me over us. But relationships don't work that way. Relationships need a we. I've been guilty of all of these, not once, repeatedly, and every time I chose myself over her, over us, it cost me something. It cost her trust. It cost her belief that I actually cared about her more than I cared about being right. And sometimes the damage you do, you can't come back from. Sometimes you lose her and you're left with the knowledge that you did that. You chose your ego and it wasn't worth it. So here's what I had to learn. There will be moments when your ego wants one thing and she needs something else, and you have to choose her. You have to put down the need to be right. You have to stop defending, stop blaming, stop reacting. You have to accept responsibility for your part. You have to let go of the expectation that she owes you something back. You have to choose connection over ego every single time. And it's hard because your ego doesn't want to. But that's the only way a relationship survives. If you're resonating with this, if you see yourself in one or more of these habits, subscribe to the channel because there's more coming on this. And you're not alone in this, but you have to be willing to choose differently.